Alright, hi everybody, it's Don Durk. I'm in the Royal Bhutan Airlines DrukAir. I'm over at Paro International. And I'm about to try my first takeoff and landing. This new airplane. See what happens here. At 20 degrees of flaps and 33% fuel, and the terrain override is on.
Airspeeds.
Using 20% flaps for takeoff here.
80 knots.
right spot, I'm not sure. It's been a while. Yeah, I think it is here. First time I came in, I was way high. The secret to this thing is to come in slow. And the proper altitude down here.
1,000.
Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate.
200.
I didn't even need my thrust reversers. I didn't even use them, I just forgot. Oh, see, you could land at this airport, no problem, and take off. Oh, and I got a spot open just for me. My takeoff was a little rough because that was the first time I'd done it. Oh, second time. Oh, here I've got my APU on. Oh, and wait, you gotta turn off the... Oh, heck. Alright. Oh, got to bring the flaps up. Got. Oh, and that's how you do it. Takeoff and landing. Paro International Airport. All right. Kind of wondering if I was able to do it or not. But yeah, that. And I didn't even use my thrust reversers. I don't know. I think I just forgot. I mean. Kind of did forget, but actually forgot how to use them. So I think it's up here. Yeah, that's good. But well, it's been like 7 weeks since I've flown this. But wow. And this is at Paro International Airport. Yeah, so you could you don't want to go this way because if you take off, because I mean you could, but I don't know, 50 to you gotta, I would say 50 to, well, 70% chance you're gonna crash because the mountains are so high that you can't get above them, and if the winds are not in your favor, you're not going to get over the mountain. That would be interesting, though. I mean, I'm probably going to try it, you know. But I did it a few times when I noticed that I was doing it at night when the winds were a little bit different. And there's a time during the day when I could get out of that hole, you know, because you got the best rates. I guess it's 235. I think I wrote that down. I don't remember if I but I know I wrote it down. It's 235 for the best climb speed. There, in this part of the video, I was going to finish up my tutorial thing about the engine. And I ended up just using the PMDG ones. I could tell you before that you got my window shades, and this is pretty cool. Pretty cool airplane, I must say. Pretty cool airplane. Yeah, that's the first time I'm over at the Paro International. So I took off with the 33% fuel and 20 degrees of flaps, and I took off just fine, except a little bit. My other one was a little bit better. My other takeoff. I think. I mean, my other takeoff that I did earlier that I wasn't able to land because I didn't land. Couldn't do it. It's my second takeoff, but you could do it. I mean, no problem. I mean, I could be better the next time. I think I did my takeoff better the first time. But you can land here just fine. I didn't even need thrust reversers. And so here is this cabin here. Which I'm sure you guys seen this already in all the other videos. And we, at Paro International, right here. Right there. So, cool. Yeah, so the thing is to go left, go this way. That's the way the real airlines are supposed to go. And otherwise, it's really, like I said, it's hard to get out when in this thing. And then you can come in the way we did over there, or you can go out there too. But this airport, I mean, I mean, you can take off in it. I think before I took off with 25 degrees of flaps and 50% fuel. But I guess 33% is still a significant amount of fuel. Wonder how much, I might wonder how much we burned just for the heck of it. So I took off with, I don't remember what it was at 33%, but fuel level, okay, 30.5, so takeoff and landing. So you still got a significant amount of fuel. Level at 30%. That's a pretty neat little airport, man. I really like it. I was watching a lot of videos about this airport. I really like these window shades, man. Those are so cool. That's really neat. I'm so glad I found these. It just makes this airplane really awesome. DrukAir. This is the main building here. We got a free ride here. I mean, I was able to get in here because before, normally if you don't land, the airplanes don't let you come in. But that worked out pretty good. I really like this the way it take off and land. You get a choice spot. This is one of a kind airport too. When I looked at the airport, man, I'm like, wow, this is something special, you know. It's a default airport, Microsoft. So, but this is the plane you'd be taking off and landing here. I shouldn't think I'm gonna do that for a while yet. They got taking this in for a minute, I don't know. But I wanted to I was thinking of something. Oh, the airports that you can fly to from here at DrukAir. I was writing them down. I'll share them with you in a minute here. But this Paro, yeah, and this building here, when you're coming in to land, that's a very good landmark to use as you're coming in this way. I'm really glad that they have that building there. Maybe that's why they put it there. I don't even know what that is. I wonder if you can go inside this airport. I don't think so. Well, that would be interesting. I doubt it. I doubt that you can come in here. It'd be cool if somebody did it though. Oh no, I guess not. It's as good as it gets, huh? Guess not. But yeah, the only thing about these engines here is this thing is kind of this is actually a mistake here. I think I showed you that before in my other video. That is obviously a mistake there. I just used the cells from PMDG, from the British Airways one. But I changed the colors of themselves to make them match this fuselage. And I don't know if you can tell, but then maybe they're a little bit off. I can't tell actually, you know, but they're not really the original ones. But I did a color thing to try and get them the same. All right, enough of this. So this is good enough here. Let's see you later. All right. Oh, the airports that she would land at from Paro. So you got Kathmandu, United Arab Emirates, Dubai. Oh, this is Nepal. Kathmandu, United Arab Emirates, Dubai, DXB. Then Thailand, Bangkok, BKK. Then Singapore, SIN. Then India. Bagdogra, IXB, Gaya, Gay, Guwahati, GAU, Kolkata, CCU, then New Delhi, then Bangladesh. This one I was thinking landing there. I mean, getting the one of my first, maybe second or third takeoff and landing. Go to but first I'm gonna come in from Kathmandu and then maybe take a flight to Kathmandu and then maybe back or something. I don't know, but there's Bangladesh, Dhaka, DAC. Then Bhutan, Paro, PBH. Well, I guess that's this one. Gelephu, or Gelephu, GLU, Jakar, VUT, and Trashigang 1. But I haven't checked those airports out. But I mean, it might be a smaller airport. I'm not sure. I don't know. But I know it'd be kind of cool. As written down, you know. Maybe some more airports with this DrukAir. And now we are going to get into the engine. I mean the oh, a few things that that I was thinking of that I didn't cover. And in my airplane here, the one thing that I did not mention, I forgot. Well, I let's see. Looking for maybe you can see it. Maybe you can see it here. Yeah, here. I think this is the one. Well, I think this is actually PMDG's one there. Yeah, it is. I'm looking for this one because his was all screwed up. Because I wasn't aware that it was oh, god darn it. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I can't find one now. Well, here's the Turium one. I know he got one. See how they got some kind of film on here? I'm not really sure why that is. Tried erasing it off. I mean, I'm not sure if it's I don't even want to try because I screw up my eraser thing. Oh. Oh, sorry about that. Kind of wasting time here, but anyway, these things were not correct or not right at all. I was looking at them, and when I had my model after I made it, and I was like wondering, I mean, something didn't look right there. I'm like, wow, this looks really screwed up, you know? I mean, I was just looking at it, I'm like, man, something ain't right about this. Because it just looked funny. This is the thing that I didn't cover here. See, look, they're different. This is the default one here. And this is the one that Atrium is using. And they're quite different. And they don't look good when they're on an airplane. I mean, I was wondering why they really look lousy there. So, I mean, something didn't look right about them. So I had to make my own. I just transferred it over from them. You know, you can tell it's obviously off. I mean, it's not correct. Because this one fits better. Because the flaps don't quite look right there. Anyway, that's just one thing I wanted to say. I don't know. This may be a different one. I don't know if it's a new one. It shouldn't be. Could be. I might have just made a new one. But anyway, yeah, I probably did make a new one there, but I don't know. So that's just one thing I had to fix there, because and you know what you do with these things when you're trying to bring in a new part. Just what you do is you just cut. You know, you just cut it out, and when you put it in, you try to match it up with try to line it with some of these lines here. You know, when you cut it. You know, if I was going to take this out and put it in another airplane, you just kind of match it up in one of these lines, so you can use the lines to use as a guide to when you're putting it back. You know, that, well, obviously it's in the wrong spot. But I mean, use the, don't just, you know, cut it here, and then, well, you might be able to, but I mean, cut it in a big enough spot where, you know, you're going to be able to place it in, you know, just line it up real easily. You know, you don't want to be messing with it. But that's one thing I wanted to say in my other video there. About that. I think it was I'm not sure. Always the third one. When I was trying to explain this here. When I was putting this in and my aft area, and just take this off of there. And just my aft area. So how I got this in here is what I'm trying to say is what I done is, I mean, because I wanted that exactly in the correct spot. You know, and the way this looks here, kind of hard. I mean, is where are you going to judge it on? You know, I mean, who knows? But so what you do is you get it. You get it. I when I brought it in, I used you know, I cut it in here like this. You know, probably about, I don't know how far, but maybe around here or something like that. But then I lined it up here with these things, with this here. So I lined it up with that, you know, to make an easy reference, and then I cut out all around it. So then all this was, you know, disappeared, you know, because I just cut it all away. Well, actually, what I done is I magic wanded it here, and that's all I wanted to mention. Maybe 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 one about mismatching things. Yeah, I suppose I could talk about mismatching a little bit. It's kind of a big issue. Like if you use that big fuselage thing, you're probably not going to have any mismatches. You do it correctly, but what I find to do it with, if you have like a mismatch from fuselage to the next, is just copy this thing right here, whatever you got here, and then just paste it over into the other one. You know, so you would copy and then paste over into the other one. Well, it's probably not going to work here. Maybe sometimes this thing screws up. It does kind of screw up. So you go layer via copy on layer 2. I make it sample. So let me see, view. So that was here. I don't know where this is. So if you have like a mismatch from, oh no, I gotta put this all the way up. If you have like a mismatch from side to side, this is the real easy way to match them up. I mean, if you're having problems with it, you know, bring them over like that, and then once you got it here, and like once you got it here, you could you have something to work with. I mean, you could blend this in a little here. You know, you can, you know, do what you need to do here to make this match here, you know. You know, so that way it makes your mismatches, you know, a little bit more manageable. And if you had like if it was a little bit off, you can actually, if it was off by a pixel or something, you could actually make a little you know, thing, and then kind of just, you know, make a little layer, and then just kind of fudge it in a little bit, you know, if you're only off by 1 or 2 pixels, you know. But it may end up affecting your airplane, you know. I mean the straightness of your line, but at least you wouldn't have a mismatch. But, you know, because those mismatches really stand out really bad. Actually, they really make me mad, you know. I mean, it's aggravating when you got a mismatch. I just can't stand mismatches. Just, but like I said, it's like when you use that 3 fuselage thing, you know, you shouldn't get any mismatches. But I was getting mismatches of mine, but mine was screwed up. From the beginning, I screwed it up. I don't know, I was hastily, you know, when I done it. I mean, I didn't even think it would work. You know, my paint, I didn't even think it would work, and I really wasn't planning on finishing it. I was just wanted to see if it was worth trying to make it work. And I ended up making it work and making a new airplane. You know, but so that if you're off, I mean, it's gonna plague you throughout the whole thing. You know, like you seen how my things are off from side to side. I mean, it really does matter. So the thing is, you want to be right exactly on there. One, two, what I did is I copied and pasted is how I got that in there. That's why I had all those lines in there. Because I couldn't get it in. I think it was because of that it was the layer was locked. I think that's why I did it like that, because I just went and print screen, and that's how I got the bitmap in there. It's a very, very dumb way of doing it, but I think I didn't understand that it was locked, because I think when I put it in there it said layer is locked. And I think I just got confused. And like you see all these things on the thing right here. This all should not be here, because I copied and pasted. I mean, I took like well, yeah, I think maybe I took it from here, probably. So I went a copy, print screen, and I saved it. Which is really dumb. I don't know why. It's my wife. I did this kind of more or less. That's how I got it in there. And I mean, I don't know what I was thinking. I think what it was I oh, I really screwed up. You know, that's all I have to say about that. I really screwed up, and you know, because they weren't all exactly in here. You know, the correct way. The correct way you should have done is just I don't know exactly. Just put them in individually. I don't know. For some reason, I couldn't get in there. Unless there's something to do with this program here, but I don't know. I think I can probably open one. to get it in there. Maybe I should just try it. Maybe see if it would work here. See. Oh yeah, I can't. Oh, that's why. That's why it would work. That's why I couldn't do it. Cause yeah, all right. Now I know why. Cause I could not open a file with this. Oh, I suppose I did learn. I can't open that. That's what it was. But here I did learn a way to get around that. Oh, here I should probably just start over again. But that was why I couldn't get that in there. All right, now I remember. Because I didn't have enough RAM. I mean, just oranges. Let me So later I did learn how to do this. But here, let me open file. Open. I mean, I think after a while, I think I did learn how to do that. But at the time when I first started, I couldn't get it to open up. Just like you just seen that I couldn't do it. But later on, I did learn how to do this. So that's why I was having the problems. It wouldn't. I couldn't get it to paste in there. But now here, let's see if this. Now this, because I couldn't open it up. So now, I suppose it really wouldn't matter. I should empty. Oh, there's nothing in there hardly. See if I can get this to go in there. I'm sure layer is locked. Yeah, now this is another thing that I did learn how to do. But that wasn't the reason why it wasn't going there. But see now I can get it to go in there. So lesson learned on that, you know. And that's why I had to I couldn't get the bitmaps in here. And that's why they were off. Because I couldn't properly get it in there. So and so they still had this film on here too. I can kind of see that. I don't know why. I don't know what that film is for. I mean, it's for some reason, I'm not sure. I don't know why. There must be a reason, but I don't know. That I'm not sure of. No, because there was like a film in there. So, all right. So I just wanted to actually go through that and not go through that. I didn't intend on doing all that, but I wanted to talk about these engines here. Finish this up, and then I'll be doing my tutorials and then do the pen. And just get all this thing done so I don't have to do this anymore. And so I'm just gonna let's see. This is the one I ended up using here. I mean, I ended up getting this from PMDG one, but I redone the colors here. I'm gonna redone this. I think I took this apart and then I pasted it back in, like I cut it. Then I made it darker. I mean, what I did is, actually, I can probably just see what I've done here. Buy, and I think maybe there's a spot, my engines. I think this might have been, I think there were some pixels that, some stuff that, some little minor defects that I noticed. Yeah, and so this is my, this is their original one, and then this is mine after I got a lighter. So actually this was easy once I determined that mine wouldn't work. But this is their original one for the British Airways one. And then yeah, I'm not even using their paint kit for this, am I? No, I guess not. I just noticed that. But I got this lighter here. I could probably just do it here. On here. So what to get this lighter? So what I done is I went into File, or no, Edit. Let's see. Wait. Here. Nope. Yeah, so I made that darker. Oh, I suppose. Well, I could just play around with this. All right. I'm just gonna play around with it. I'm not gonna save it or anything. But so you want to edit image, adjust levels. And so what I done at first, I don't know, I got my levels, I think, well, I think maybe, actually, I really don't know. Maybe I just used the brightness and the contrast in the last one. Maybe I didn't use the levels here. But here, if you see what the levels, see it, you can change it. You can change it, the color slightly. And you can even like the what I done, I did brightness contrast, so you can do the brightness a little bit or darker. I mean, that's all I needed to do, just a little bit, to get the color to be a little bit, to get the more match, mine. But the thing is, you see how it distorts it a little bit. I guess you can even do color balance. You can probably even change the colors. I suppose you could, I don't know how drastically you can change the colors, but actually, I wonder if you could almost just change the colors. And curve is another thing. I know this is one that we were in school. We was taking in class all the different. I don't know if I've ever. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, so you can probably change the colors a little bit, I suppose. And just all this. I don't know, when I was in school, and I never really quite figured this out. But I did actually went to college taking this Photoshop, but one class I didn't do too well. But I was interested in my painting. I was painting watercolor. Put all my work into doing watercolors. But anyway, yeah. So anyway, so then so that's that, and then so I just put the darker exhaust in there, and I just seen some stuff that PMDG had a couple of little things. And so that's my background thing. And at first, this thing, and then changing this around. Yeah, because at first somebody put the yeah, you could look at the other bitmap. But this is the one oh no, I guess that was transfer. I guess this is my first one that I was using. And kind of see how it's not the best quality here. I mean, it's really bad quality. Suppose this is the first one I was working with, I think. Not good quality. I can just see the bad quality and just the way that it is. I mean, it's just lousy. I mean, it's really bad. So it was bad bad quality right before I started working on it, and I didn't realize it was so bad. And because this was all screwed up here too, I had to fix this. I had to put this texture. I think I made that in one of my other videos, but I had to replace that. So I didn't really. Well, I think this is the paint kit. Oh, this is from the paint kit. I guess this one's from the paint kit. Yeah, this is from the paint kit here. And so I put these intakes. I made those intakes. Like I said, I did a lot of work to this one, and ended up not even using it because my these Rolls-Royce logos things, they're I just went and found it on the internet and I copied it in there, but what you gotta do is you got to this I didn't realize before, but they want these to be the same color. I mean, not want, but that's how it is in all other airplane too, because you can see here I took some pictures. Here, like this is a real airplane, and I'm like, oh, wait a second, you know, they got the logo of the airplane here. I mean, the airplane's the same color. I'm like, oh, okay, all right. So what I was doing is I was just doing that. I do that, and then use a paint bucket. Oh, God darn it. I guess this is that guy's. Yeah, because I don't know. I was using his bitmap here when I started out, and that was big, huge mistake. Because you can see the quality of his cells in here. That was one of my biggest mistakes, using somebody else's. I should have used PMDGs right from the beginning. That was a mistake that I made, real bad. That I should not have done it all. Okay, here. Still get these same color, just do that and use a paint bucket and just kind of put it in there like that, and real simple. Actually, yeah, this is real easy. I made this really hard on myself because I was trying to use other guys, and Really kind of wasted my time. But look how easy that was. I mean, I really wasted a lot of time in doing this, doing the nacelles. See, and so that's how you just get it to the correct color, and I made them too big. But yeah, I wasted a lot of time on this, and I shouldn't have. I mean, now I realize how much time I'd wasted. But my suggestion is, if you do the nacelles, just take it from a PMDG plane. And make sure they're not screwed up, because his were screwed up. As you can tell, I mean, I had to replace the thing in there. You know, the intake was just really bad. I think I described that in my other video about that. But yeah, you can see the bad quality in just here. Maybe you can just show you what I mean. This I think I repaired, so as you're not going to be able to see anything. But you see how this is just quality is just really low, like that. And if you see my new one here, just look at the difference in the quality. Look, see, huge. See the difference? Look at that. And that was the Turium one that I was working on. And so, I mean, that's quite obvious, the quality difference. And you know, I guess I screwed up there by using somebody else's there. So if you're going to do this, use the PMDG ones. Because I mean, it's the quality difference is I mean, just look. You're looking at the same part here. And look how just terrible it looks. Just awful. You know, I wasted my time. And so if you're going to do it, I would get some pylons that are close to the plane that you're going to use and try either that or paint them yourself. You know, and that could take a while. I mean, you can do it, but just make sure that you make sure that you have textures on the top, because I didn't have textures up here on mine, just because I was using that guy's, and I think what happened was, but actually it's not hard to put your own color in here. I mean, put your color here. But I think too, another thing was trying to do, I couldn't get the color in there, so to get the same color, to get a different color in there, what you'd do is you just take it and cut it like this. But I think when I was doing it, the color see about changing the color here. see how, I mean, because I think before it didn't seem to be working too well. I have to change the color to here. Let's see. What? Oh no, I think. Let's see. Why doesn't it work? Oh, I think maybe. Oh, that's why. So yeah, I don't know how that would work exactly. I mean, how you would do that. I mean, about painting it yourself. And you get all the lines back in here. Well, unless you got the paint kit, you got the paint kit one. It probably has all the lines in here and stuff that you could probably put the lines back in. Even the other one I had the paint kit. This one, isn't it? So you could probably this is the paint kit one. What the heck? Why can't I? Yeah, this microphone thing. So you got detail rivets, engine, exhaust gray, detail rivets. Here I wonder. Well, I had to take all this stuff off here. Oh, here's surface grime. Some other things. Then detail rivets. Okay, then you could put your own colors in here. Just put your color in there. Put this back in there. And engine base. Exhaust, and then exhaust gray. Rolls Royce, yeah, so they even got the logos in here. In your paint kit. Yeah, but they don't have anything on in the cells, I guess. I guess they don't, I mean, about the lines. But I think the lines go back in there anyway. on the cells, I think. I suppose I don't have the lines there. Yeah, so I don't know. I didn't change the colors in mine, so I don't know. I don't know how that would work. But anyway, yeah, I guess I don't know. But so anyway, that's how I done that, and then I suppose that's one's finished. It's enough information on that, and then maybe this pen here. Oh, and these are the ovens. Who has, you know, telling you about this thing. The bitmap for the ovens. About the only thing I could do is change the colors, because this is the bitmap that I was using, and I was looking at in ovens, and it just, you can see how big these things are. That the ovens were just really small, so all you'd be able to do is just change the color, and I determined it was a waste of time to try and to put like a logo on the ovens. One of these is doing a pen. Okay, here's the pen here. This is the way I did mine here. Well, maybe let me try, all right, now these pens, this is the pen that they had here. Maybe I'll just not use that guy's here. I'll just use this one. Because I guess they have one for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, and they got one for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. I mean, they don't have one for that. I mean, not that I know of, unless they made them now. But they don't. These will not work. As you can see, that these are not in the same place, and well, I think too, you got to rotate it. Yeah, you got to rotate it. You got to rotate it. To work on it, you know, if you want to work on it the correct way, but you got to rotate it. Yeah, do, you know, a 90-degree rotate after you're done. You know, to put it in there, because that's how you're supposed to put it in. But you can see that this is not in the same place. And thing is, if I put this thing in the pen, it's going to be all screwed up. I mean, it's just, I tried it, and it's because it's for 2020, not 2024. I guess they designed them different. PMDG made them different. And so I tried to put this logo on I tried to put it over here, over here, over here. Tried over here. I tried all different ways to put this logo in here, and every time that that I done it, I was, I mean, I worked on it about 6-7 hours. This pen, but the only place that I could get it to work is right here. There. That's it. That's the only spot. I tried to get it here and here and here, and tried moving it around up there, and nothing really worked at all. So this is the only place that I can get it to work, because if you move it up here or something, it stretches and skews it. Or if you move it over here, I don't remember exactly, but I tried everywhere. And this is the only place that it works. So if you want to use the pen, you got to use it right where it's at, because it's not going to work anywhere else. Because it stretches it and skews it, and it makes it all oblong, and it looks really terrible. So there's no point in putting it somewhere else, and then it puts it. Then if you're using this one, it's gonna, it's gonna be all over the place. Try putting it in there in one of your airplanes. At first I was looking at it and was like, what the heck? Like, man, why is that all screwed up? But I mean, it won't work like that. The only place that'll work, like I said, is right there. That's all I can say about the pen. It's actually, about it. And then the placards. I guess too, you gotta rotate these a little bit. I mean, you just gotta type stuff in. That's what I just typed it in with and I just signed it here. I mean, it's not too hard. It's you just typed it in, and I just typed it in with the typing. And the typing thing's not too bad. And then I went online and I actually just tried to look for like an airworthiness certificate and stuff like that, and this is actually PMDG's one. Sanitary construction. I don't know what but you can just type it in. I mean, it's not too hard. That's not too hard. Well, I mean, I suppose it is a little bit, but because you got some stuff that's because this thing is skewed. You got to work on it. You got to work on it like well, it's an airplane like that, yeah. But you got to get it to be in the right spot. I mean, in the right spot when you put it in there. That's what it is. And you got to make sure that it's like that. If you try to put it right side up, it's not going to work. So that's the way you got to put it in. I mean, you got to skew it. You got to rotate it. But I work on it like here, and you just put the text in, and you just put it in. Pretty simple. I mean, you can do it. It's not that complicated. So, this is the insurance thing. I just went online. I just found something, and I pasted that in there. Not too difficult to do, so alright. And so, I guess this is all probably almost done. And then the TV screens, I think this is what I ended up using right there. This is the actual one that goes in the airplane. I'm here to see what it looks like here. Yeah, see that's So I was trying to put those in there. I was trying to use that one. Oh, this is a different one. I was experimenting with different ones. Actually, these wouldn't. That one would probably look alright. I was, thinking about using this one. That probably would have worked. But this one I was going to try and make it work, but look at the they're not big enough. And so I mean I would need more people. So I could either use this one or that one. I was actually thinking about trying to add that other one, but that wouldn't work. And then this is the other one. So anyway, alright. And the cabin logo. I think I already went over this, didn't I? How I got this in here? Yep, I did. Yep, sure did. And like I said, I just use this from the tail, and I just this you can see the color of the tail there. So anyway, yeah. So all right, you guys know about that. I just covered it, then yeah, I guess that's gonna be it with tutorial there. I think I covered everything. So the engines, finished plane pictures. Oh, the thumbnail. Oh, the thumbnail. Now this thumbnail, I don't know, man. It's actually kind of hard to deal with. Actually, it was a little troubling. Actually, it was actually a little difficult because I didn't use the paint program at all. Or maybe maybe I did use it, but I didn't really. I mean, yeah, like I said, I didn't really. It was more just an because you took a picture like here. Well, here I already got it this right size. But the hard part is getting it the correct size. Because you look at it and it's you go property details. So this is what you got to do. You got to you got to get it to fit the right size. Let me just go on an airplane, just get somebody else's So GYMMS. They're actually different sizes. So so it's 16 by 18 by 582. So 1618 by 661. So mine's not exactly the right size. I couldn't get it to go to the right size. I mean, because you got to use the Paint, Microsoft Paint. Because I used Microsoft Paint to get it to the correct size, because you got to match it to the pixels. So this one is 618 by 582, and mine's not the correct size. So 618 by 661. So that was the hard part for me is getting my picture to get it to the right size. And they're different too. So I don't know how much different. 618, 582. Oh, maybe they are the right size. Well, maybe they're the right size. 618 by 582. They are the right size. All right, I guess they are the right size. So 582 by. So I could not get them to get this to be right size here. So that's the closest I can get. So what I done is I just put 618 pixels. You know, when I done this, I like I took a picture. Let's say. Say I took this picture here. And I get resize. So and then by pixels, so resize by pixels, so what was it? So 618. So 1618. 1618. So it doesn't quite get it the right size. So actually, I don't want to save that. But you gotta do it with the paint. If you can just do it, you know, but I don't want to screw up my pictures here, but um. But yeah, and I think maybe I had to use a percentage. I think maybe that's how I done it. 618, yeah. So it didn't work. So I think yeah, because it didn't get it the right size. I remember it. So resize and so resize by a percentage. Yeah, I think that's what I had to do. As a percentage. So I think maybe 35. Yeah, 35. I think that's what I had to do. Yeah, I had to resize it by a percentage. Yeah, I think that's what the problem was there. Yeah, you got to do it by a percentage. Say 25%. Yeah, that's what I had to do. And then because otherwise you won't get it. So this is the thumbnail, was what it's supposed to be. See, and then so, and then, oh, and then I think I stretched it and skewed it in paint and paint. Yeah, but it's actually it's kind of little tough to do actually. I mean, it's not I mean, not tough, but it's it's not all that easy to do the way. I mean, this is just the way I'm doing it, but it's a little bit not as straightforward as you'd think, because you can only do it as a percentage, and then it doesn't get the right size, and then and mine's not correctly the right size unless I'm just not doing it correctly. I don't know. Maybe there's an easier way to do it in the paint, but it's not so easy the way that I see it anyway. Unless you can do it in Photoshop, but I was doing it in the paint. So anyway, that's all I could. Yeah, that was actually yeah. So actually, I'm glad I covered that. So all right. So so I guess some of my defects are here. Here maybe Some of the stuff, oh, this is like defects is having, I guess. See, you get the mismatches there. From fuselage to fuselage. See that this is having problems there. I shouldn't open it there. But anyway, yeah, I guess that's it with this tutorial, man. It's like so one thing I could say is so if you're trying to do it, get a good picture. It's the only thing I could do about think about getting the paints in here from you know, it's getting a really good picture. He was making sure it's straight on and stuff. Like if it's skewed like this, that won't work ever. I mean like the tail and the tail, that's too small. I mean that's not going to work. But unless it's a really high, you know, high detail photo. But working with photos is hard. But anyway, I guess that's it with this tutorial thing about the Flight Simulator PMDG 777. And trying to make this fit the screen, but I guess not, huh? I guess I can't do that. Trying to get this to fit on my screen here. So, I guess that's the end of this tutorial, and so I hope you guys have fun painting an airplane and flying it around, and like I did at first takeoff and landing. And but I mean, you can do your takeoffs a little bit better. My first one was better. But I haven't. I mean, before I was just using 25 degrees of flaps. But you can take off with 20 and then with 30% fuel, 33% fuel, no problem. So, but anyway, hope you guys have fun with this. And I'm going to upload it probably a little bit later. And you guys will have the airplane, and hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and hope you enjoy painting. It takes a lot of time, but tried to make things, explain things as well as I can for you. And anyway, hope you guys have fun painting. Okay, catch y'all later.